So good afternoon. I'm coming to you on Friday afternoon, February 5th. It's about 5 o'clock. I believe the markets have closed. The Dow is up, and silver prices are up a little bit today. So I just wanted to do another video. I did one earlier this week, and I didn't post it because I was just messing around with it, kind of see how, get a feel for it, and get a feel for how to, kind of like a rehearsal of sorts. And just want to come to you today though and just talk about the market overall. We're in for a stock market correction. It's going to happen anytime. Mark my words, if you're in the stock market, I would advise you to find yourself a safe haven, or find yourself of stocks, or get out completely. Roll your investments over into precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, and such. Because friends, we are about to see a crash of epic proportions. Every indicator is there. We have an economy that's tipsy at best. The job market is tepid. The dollar is going to continue to decrease in value because it's let's face it, it's just a piece of paper. It's a piece of fiat. It's not even money. Fiat. It's fiat currency. It's only backed by the fact that you and I believe in it, and by the government, by the full faith, confidence of the United States government. But friends, that ride is going to quickly come to an end. Now, right now, for the time being, yes, the market will continue to rise or flatline, maybe rise a little bit temporarily, just because of the fact that of continued stimmy going into the economy. And they announced today that Biden wants a $1.9 trillion stimulus package. The House has apparently passed it. We know the Senate most likely won't pass it unless the Democrats can figure out how to get rid of the filibuster and just pass it on 51 votes, with Kamala Harris being the deciding vote. So the $1.9 trillion stimulus would give each tax-paying adult $1,400, which means a family of a husband and wife could get $2,800, and if you have two children under the age of 17, you would get up to $5,600, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to be given to every family of four. $5,600. I tell you what, you want to know what I'm going to do with mine? I'm going to put it into precious metals. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to invest it. I'm going to invest it wisely, because pretty soon that dollar's not going to be worth jack. Mark my words, folks. I'll hashtag this. I'll do everything I can to get the word out, but just mark my word. Our economy is not, it's on life support. And you've got the inmates running the asylum, so to speak. You've got people in charge that don't really know what they're doing. And it's only going to be a matter of time before that whole gravy train implodes. And yes, you might be able to make some small gains right at the moment. It's possible. But remember, the dollar is continuously decreasing in value. Constantly decreasing in value. It compared to other currencies on the global exchange. So right now I'm gonna look up dollar versus euro. Dollar versus euro. And it's been held up. Listen, they have done everything they can to prop up the United States dollar. So right now, let's see if you can see that or not. If you can see it or not. So there is the value of a dollar right now. One United States dollar is equal to 83 cents, or 83 cents on the euro. So the dollar versus the yen. Let's check that out. So right now, a dollar versus the yen is worth $1.05 for every 1 Japanese yen. So you've got a situation where governments around the world have propped up their economies and propped up their stock markets, and they have put themselves into a serious bind. In the United States of America, we're at $28 trillion of debt that we've accumulated. And that is just absolute debt that we've accumulated. That's not counting the pension funds that we've guaranteed. It's not counting Social Security that, it's supposed to go, no, I'm paying into, you're paying into, and we're supposed to be able to collect this whenever we retire. And it's not going to be there because the U.S. government's not going to be able to finance it. Everyone knows that right now, or every time we pay into Social Security, that money is going to pay current Social Security recipients. So the money that they had, that they paid in years ago, has been spent. In a perfect world, a perfect economy, the folks who paid in the baby boomer generation would have already paid in their Social Security, and that Social Security would have put into a trust fund, and they would be receiving the dividends off of that money that they paid in. But no, the United States government has already spent that and is now taking the money that you and I, as taxpayers, are paying in Social Security. They're now taking that money and using it for current Social Security recipients, which is asinine. It's insane. But that's where we're at right now, and that cannot continue. That won't continue. At some point, it's like a Ponzi scheme. It's going to crash. It's going to implode on itself, and you and I are going to go to retire, and there's not going to be any Social Security there for us. So my advice is to go ahead and get into the market of precious metals, and get into the market of anything outside of the United States dollar, whether it be your United States stock market, and whether it be in your 401k, or whether it be stocks that you own on the stock exchange or NASDAQ, or whatever it might be. My advice to you right now is to get out. Get out. Get while the getting's good. Don't be greedy. Don't take advantage, because every time one person wins, someone else loses. And my recommendation is to go ahead and take your money and roll it into physical silver and physical gold. Not silver stocks, not gold stocks, not paper silver or paper gold. No, you want the real thing. You want the physical 1 ounce rounds, 5 ounce bars, 10 ounce bars, 100 ounce bars, 1,000 ounce. You want something that you can physically hold, as one individual on YouTube puts it so well, God's money, gold and silver. It's been around forever. It's going to continue to be around long after the U.S. dollar, the Japanese yen, the euro, long after those tank, the U.S. dollar, the silver and gold will still be money, still be physical currency that you can spend. And for those that are in Bitcoin, say Bitcoin's the answer. Well, my question is, what are you going to do when the power goes out? What are you going to do when the servers crash? What are you going to do when if an EMP were to go off, electromagnetic pulse, or if there was to be a nuclear war and you were to survive it? How are you going to access and gain access to your Bitcoin digital currency in an environment like that? But if you own physical silver and physical gold, and you store it properly, you put it away safely, then you're going to be in good shape. You'll be fine. You'll be able to buy and sell. You'll be able to feed your family, feed yourself. You'll be able to keep a roof over your head. You'll be able to keep clothes on your back. You'll be able to purchase necessities. Now, my advice is don't just stop at precious metals. Don't just stop at silver and gold. Store away some food. Store away water. Necessary items that you could barter with, like hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, food. I mean, pastas and soups and shelf-stable milk and non-perishable items, and put those away to the point where you can use those to barter with them if something were to happen to the economy, if it were to crash. And my advice is just to be prepared. Get ready. We know we live in the end times. We know that the Bible says, as it was in the days of Noah and Lot, so shall it be when the Son of Man cometh. And we can see it all around us. We can see it in the rampant promiscuity and homosexuality, and just the rampant sin and vices that folks are tied up in. Just look around you at the most prominent businesses in every town you go in. Typically, it's a bank, it's an alcohol ABC store, a liquor store, and it's the pharmacies. What does that tell you? Tell you the majority of people are either alcoholics or substance abusers, or dependent on medication. And there's nothing wrong with that per se, but it just goes to show the culture that we live in. So just wanted to end this week by giving that piece of advice out, that everyone within the sound of my voice consider getting out of the stock market and investing in items of substance, investing in precious metals, in prepper type of items like ammo, guns. You need both to protect yourself. Stun guns. I have a favorite stun gun right here that I recommend. It's one I picked up a while back. It's called the product manufacturer's name is Streetwise, and I'll show you that in a minute. See if you can see that logo on there. Streetwise is the manufacturer. Find these on eBay for about $50. Just a self-defense item, something you could protect yourself with. And whatever that is, whatever you can find to purchase to protect yourself with, my recommendation is that you get it. That you get it, or something that you can sell to someone who might need it. The Bible talks about, if you don't have a sword, that you sell your cloak and you buy one. That's the recommendation of Scripture. That's how important it takes owning self-protection devices like guns and ammo, knives, stun guns, whatever it takes to protect yourself. So God bless you. I make these videos in hope that I can help someone, maybe just one person, maybe multiple people. I don't know. We'll see. But I make them with the understanding that someone taught me these things too. So it's my responsibility to teach others. So again, God bless. Take care, and don't forget, be prepared. Don't be caught and wish that you had heeded the sound of my voice. Take care.